What up?
Peace.
Back at it again. You know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
The gift, the gap, yeah.
Growth, accountability, and good balance. Like the three things of life. Money, power, respect, as they say. Like the great words of the locks. You know what I mean?
Yo, word. What we talking about? If you know, you know. And when you wrong, you fucking wrong, bro. You know when you wrong, man. You know when you wrong, and a man take accountability for his actions. You see what I'm saying? You even take accountability for putting yourself in situations where it might not even be your fault, but just because you put yourself in that situation, it's your fucking fault, bro. You know what I mean? Because you should know better. If you know better, you do better. You see what I'm saying? You get an alcoholic the keys to drive, knowing this nigga gonna drive home. He fuck around, crash the car, everybody in the hospital. Whose fault is it? Whose real fault is it? Because you knew better, but you still let this nigga move how he move, bro. You know what I mean? What you think about that?
You just said you just saying that. I mean, it just took me to a place where like when I was dealing with this one female a while ago, and she was intoxicated, like she was bugging too, wilding out. And she drove, to where I was at, and she wow, sloppy drunk, just like but like later on, she was going home, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna let you drive. I'm gonna drive you home. Matter of fact, the day I called you, it was like bad late. The day I called you, but what's the name? Came got me. But long story short, I prevented the situation from even happening. Like I made that step to where it's like she didn't have to drive home drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like I drove her home and somebody else came and got me. I mean, because I could easily just let her drive home on her own, but it just wouldn't have been, honorable at that too. And just not being accountable if something happened. Like I wouldn't even want to even be in that situation, that position at that too, because just with something was like that on your conscience and it had you drowning, really.
Yeah, you gotta get. Yo, yeah, I see that, bro. I see that. It's like your duty is to make knowledge born or to let people become aware of certain information, and if you don't, then that's gonna play more on your subconscious because you knew how the person was moving. So your duty is to tell them how they moving is wrong, and then that's all it is. You see what I'm saying? It's not your duty to make sure that they follow every single step, but as long as you done made knowledge born to them, like, yo, the way you move is gonna lead to this, and this, then you done did your duty as a civilized person. You see what I'm saying? One thing too is it talks about accountability and knowing when you're wrong and admitting to yourself you're wrong. That means you get rid of your pride, you get rid of your ego, man. You see what I'm saying? And you should have people in your team that's telling you when you fucking wrong.
And the people that you need around.
Yeah, that's the people you need around. Just like you got certain females or certain dudes that have a group of females or a certain group of friends or dudes that'll be like, yeah, this nigga did this, but I went and did this shit. And what they did was worse than this nigga. And it was like, yeah, nah, that nigga ain't shit. Or nah, fuck that bitch. You see what I'm saying? Right. When you fucking wrong, they still saying that you right regardless to what. But nah, bruh, that shit is stagnant, bruh.
It's like if them too, you're having people who be like, say I know you're finna go do something stupid. I don't say anything. I just don't say no, I just let you go do it. But like, I go with a mutual person that we know. Well, you're the dumbass nigga. He gonna be like, I should have been telling you, like, when you wrong, bro. What is you doing, bro? Why are you doing that? Like, why are you going down this path for you to do it this way, right? But now I'm just letting you fuck up, go down that road. That's just showing that's not loyalty, that's not friendship, that's not a brotherhood, that's like, I'm just letting you destruct.
And I'm giving you the tools to go ahead and do this shit. Like your fucking mans will be all emotional about some shit. And he be like, yo, I need the motherfucking hammer and shit. I'm about to go shoot the hood up. Whoa. And you be like, shit, alright, fuck it, go ahead. You know what I mean?
No,
it ain't even that serious, but you about to let the nigga throw his life away because in the time when you was supposed to think for him and you was just thinking about your fucking self and ain't give a fuck about your mans.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, he might not be hold it down if he get caught. So, I mean, he not gonna be accountable as his actions at that. So it's like, it just goes so far back because then, even with what I just said, that like it may come back on you. Oh, where you get the gun from? Oh, a man got it to me. Now you become like like an accessory. Now, oh, what he's selling guns now? Now you going down with him. So all in all, it's just like, well, when you wrong, you wrong. Even in the argument. I mean, we all got arguments. A day, every other day. Let's get into a disagreement or like a verbal, disagreement, however you want to put it in terms. It's like some people just don't understand and can't even fathom that they're wrong because they think they always so right. Like, you're not always right. It's okay to say you're wrong. It's okay to, not even saying submit, but it's just okay to just say that you're wrong. It's okay. I mean, and a lot of people, they don't understand that, okay, because they feel as if, okay, if I say I'm wrong, I'm weak. No, you're being accountable of your wrongs.
Yeah,
it's okay.
They submitting to your power instead of submitting into their power. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like a lot of, and with that though, that comes with a lot of like, trauma. Like a lot of people just raise themselves. So it's like, they think what they doing is always right because if they got this fire, then you can't tell me nothing. So even when I'm wrong, I'm still right. On some Terrence Howard shit, I'm just like trying to I'm right, when I'm wrong, I still could be right. Like,
so I'm still right.
Like it's them type of people. So it's like at the end of the day, you should just like say you're wrong. It's okay. I mean,
and that's the result of the manifestation of the mind. So if the end result is you always in an argument, never trying to hear somebody else's point of view or how they see the argument, that means from your mind, it's like, yo, you got a selfish mentality anyways. You see what I'm saying? So you're not accountable for your actions based off of what the fuck you saying at the end. Like, yeah, nah, I'm not wrong. Means you're not ever gonna be accountable for your actions. So you don't give a fuck. You're not even judging or weighing how serious your actions could really be because at the end of the day, the shit don't hold weight in your mind. So what you do to other people is not as it's not as serious as what other people do to you and shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's a fucked up way to live. I ain't gonna lie to you. You shouldn't even be moving like that. You know what I mean? Because wisdom is the ability to see the interrelations between all things. You see what I'm saying? So it's like anytime you make a step or do anything or make a move, you should think and put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Like, well, damn, if I did that to them, if they did that to me, how would that make me feel? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
How would I move off of that shit? So nah, bro. Hell no. Be accountable for your actions, man. Be a fucking man. That's why I tell the young boys all the time. It's not always a he, who, her. It's like, be accountable. What the fuck did you play a part? Because regardless of what, you are always gonna be responsible for how you act or how you moved off of a situation. You see what I'm saying? How you respond. Responsibility. Respond to a situation. You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I mean, and that go both ways. Like men, women, and kids, as you said. Like, like you always want to teach the kids while they're young. Like, like what we was doing at G.A.B. Like, trying to show kids, it's a different way of thinking. You don't always gotta be on go. Like, you don't always gotta go right. Like, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to, fuck up. But as long as you being accountable of your fuck ups, it's okay. But you still have to grow from the fuck ups.
Grow from it.
Like, you have to grow. You know what I mean? As soon as you see you fucked up, grow. How can I be a better person? How can I change where I fucked up at? How can I be right next time? You know what I mean? Not saying you always gotta be right, but how can you not? How can you, prevent the same fuck up again? Like, basically what I'm saying. And all in all, it's just, even with just like relationships, it's like a lot of people, men and women, don't know how to just say they're wrong in an argument. It's like that toxic shit. Like they like that argument because it's like you hear people say, "Oh, you know, when a person mad, they sex you better." Yeah, that's the case. But all in all, it's like, why do we even gotta get to that point? Why we gotta do that? Why do we even arguing? Why can't the other person say they're wrong? Like, even if I know I'm not wrong, I might say you right just so I can just be like, I don't hear that shit. Cause I'm gonna just dismiss it. Cause I see we not going nowhere. I see you don't wanna go nowhere. So it's like, what's the point of me even keep engaging in this conversation if we ain't gonna get past it?
Keep engaging in that mind and shit. See, it's like
toxic. Now you become a fucking liability.
That's still sharpens steel. You know what I mean? It gotta be that certain type of friction, but that friction is always gonna make this shit sharper.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's about y'all might have a conflict, but if y'all both people of understanding, those conflicts is gonna help y'all grow together or as individuals. You see what I'm saying? And people that say sorry but not take the time to grow or self-reflect on why the fuck they moving the way they moving. And it's some constant type of shit. I don't deal in that. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people. I done dealt in that in the past, but you shouldn't be having to keep repeating yourself to anybody about certain things they do or certain ways they move. You see what I'm saying? Because then it becomes a disrespect towards you. And then you disrespecting yourself by allowing this person to still be in your circumference and they not moving according to how you need them to move. Or their actions is affecting you. You see what I'm saying?
That's a different fact, though. And you're just saying, like, not even in a sense of wanting them to move how you need them to move, but them moving how it would help things that's going on around. It's
the
like,
best way to move.
Yeah, the best way to move. Yeah, the best way to move. That's
That's
a better phrase.
Facts. Shit.
Yeah. I don't need you to do this, but I mean, if you did do this, it'll make everything better. And that goes on both ends of the, like the fence. Cause I mean, a dude may be doing some shit that's fucking up the girl flow, and she like, yo, what you doing? You being a bum ass nigga, and you know what I mean, and vice versa. So it's like, I don't want to pull your weight, and I don't want you pulling my weight. Let's move side by side and we move forward together.
Yeah, let's not tear each other down.
Right.
Even in the conversation, who's right and who's wrong, it shouldn't be no who's wrong. It should be where can we improve.
Facts.
So you gotta change the way you talk. Don't tear each other down, but bring each other up. You see what I'm saying? Where can you improve at, and where can I improve at? You know what I'm saying? If you doing something a certain type of way, like, yo, you don't answer the fucking phone. Let's say the girl be like, yo, you don't answer the phone. How can she improve that situation as well as he can improve the situation? So let's say you be like, okay, I'm gonna start calling a lot more through the day. When he start calling, don't be like, yeah, I'm just not gonna say anything. Like, yeah, he's doing what I need to do now. I can shut the fuck up. Don't only speak when it's time for some bad shit to come up, but speak when it's time for some good shit to do. Tell people the good shit they do as much as the bad shit they do.
That's what you just saying the other day with the example you gave us on the phone. Like, when you're just in that situation, it's like, that's a definite fact. And I catch myself like pointing out the wrongs because like it just be seeming like it's so much wrong. And what's going on, it's like, okay, even if I say the good, there's no time for me to bring in the good. It's like, well, like, where am I bringing in the good at? Like you know, they say there's never a right time to say the bad thing. Mm-hmm. Well, it's never a good time to say like something bad. It's like, how can I say this when it's always like this? It's like, yeah, we arguing, I can like, you're looking nice today to my girl, whatever the case may be. And this is out of nowhere. She, what the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, so maybe sometimes that should be the time to just go ahead and leave that shit where that shit is at, bro. Because sometimes shit be so bad, you can't go good no more. You can't reform it. You understand?
No, that's a fact. I mean, and just, I'm telling you, man, yo, like, every time we talk, it just take me to exactly where I need to be. And it's like, you're right. I mean, sometimes you gotta just let something go. And I just like posted something on Snapchat yesterday. Cameron said something. He was like, what he said? He was like, toothpaste can't go back in the tube. When it's over, it's over. It's over, it's over. Yo, man, you can't put it back in there. Like, when it's over, it's over. So, all in all, sometimes you gotta just let it go. I mean, just let that shit go and, you know, just keep it moving forward. And like what you're saying, like in a relationship aspect, just saying like when you're wrong. And it's like when you have those disagreements, it's like it shouldn't even be an argument. It should be more or less like a communication, right?
But open that lane for communication where y'all can critique each other and not criticize each other.
Right. But it's like with people going down their own journey and you going on your journey, you may be so far ahead of them to where it's like they're not even there yet. So it's like they won't even understand what you've been saying. It's like you speaking French. It's like you trying to show a person like the light, but they don't see the light. So it's like you putting all this energy into them, but they still like run into the fucking wall. And you're like, yo, just walk this way. You're going around. Like, what you doing? Like, so it's like I mean, just that arguing, just it's so much that comes with that. And it's like if you're wrong, just say you're wrong, and it's okay. And real quick though, like just thinking about it, I'm talking to my friend in Houston. It's knew her for 18 years now. Yo, my sister, my dog, my homies, it's my person, it's my homie. And we had like a falling out like 2 months ago. And she was going through something, and she projected that on me. Like, what she was going through, but I didn't know that until like a few days ago. Because I put my pride to the side, coming out of my comfort zone because she hung up on me. And we like told each other, like, yo, if you hang up on me, never call me again. But that's just how we rock. That's just us. That's what we do. So, I mean, she banged on me. I'm like, yeah, so I don't give a fuck. I never talk to her again. That's my pride talking. That's my arrogance, that side talking. And then, I'm just driving, working, whatever the case may be. And now she in my head, subconsciously she came in my like my forehead, and she was back here, now she right here. So now I'm like, you know what? I should call her. I'm looking at my phone for like a good 2 minutes. I don't know hold you. I'm just looking at my phone like I don't want to talk to her ass. But I'm like, I'll put my pride to the side. I called her. We talking, and I'm like, you don't gotta say nothing, just let me get my rocks off. Let me say what I gotta say. And I told her how I felt, like, I feel some kind of way that you did all that. She was like, yeah, but you was being weird, ABC. But I'm like, nah, you was wrong because you hung up on me. You wasn't accountable for what you did. So you felt like you hanging up on me, and I should have called you back. Nah, you was wrong. You know that. So we always stood on that. If you hang up thing, like that's our thing. Don't call me back. Might as well lose my number. And I'm trying to explain to her, like, yo, no, you was wrong. She was like, yeah, but like, she's trying to go around it. Like, nah, it's okay. Like, I got your hand. Like, let's walk together. Like, it's okay. I'm not bashing you. I'm not looking at you no different. I don't feel no different. I just want you to be accountable of your wrongs. Like, if you could be accountable of your wrongs, I would never bring it up again. I like it never even happened because we passed that. Let's grow.
Yeah, it's always new ways to improve. Definitely always new ways to improve. And that's why sum everything up, right and wrong is just tools to help you improve, So having the ability to admit that you're wrong is having the ability to grow and improve on yourself and in the future and in your environment. And that's it, man. Peace,
Peace.